The descendants of Judah. So now we're going back to Judah again. Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Now this is not just his straight, sons. These are like his descendants, his later generations. Reaha, son of Shobal, was the father of Jahath, and Jahath the father of Ahumel and Lahad. These are the clans of the Zorathites. These are the sons of Elam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. Their sister was named Hazalelponi. Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Hushah. These are the descendants of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah and the father of Bethlehem. Asher, the father of Tekoa, had two wives, Mahila and Nara. Nara bore him Ahuzam, Hefer, Temini, and Hashtari. These were the descendants of Nara. The sons of Helah: Zereth, Zohar, Ethnon, and Koz, who was the father of Anub and Hazobeba, and of the clans of Aharohel, son of Harun. Whew, this is rough. Jabaz was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, which means pain, or sounds like the Hebrew for pain, saying, I gave birth to him in pain. So she must have had a difficult delivery with this guy. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain. And God granted his request. That's what we call today the prayer of Jabez. I'm not entirely certain how the prayer of Jabez became like a prayer, like an official prayer that we're supposed to pray. I don't know how that happened. There's nothing in the text indicating that we're supposed to do that ourselves. It just, who knows. Caleb, Shuhah's brother, who was the father of Meher, who was the father of Ishtan. Ishtan was the father of Beth Rapha, Pasaiah, and Tehenah, the father of Nahash. These are the men of Rekah. The sons of Kenaz: Othniel and Sariah. We should recognize the name Othniel. We read about him in Judges. He was the first of the judges. The sons of Othniel: Hathath and Me'onothai. That was a tough one. Me'onothai was the father of Ophrah. Sariah was the father of Joab, the father of Harashan. That sounds like a place name there. What's that say down there? Just like Gehenna means Valley of Hinnom, Geharashon means Valley of Craftsmen. It was called this because its people were craftsmen. That makes sense, doesn't it? That's pretty straightforward. That's how you do it. That's how you name something. You got a valley full of craftsmen, you call it the Valley of Craftsmen. That's how you do it. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh. So that is the Caleb of Joshua. That is the Caleb who was one of the spies who went into Canaan, was one of the two. This is that. We've seen other guys named Caleb before, but this is that Caleb. Eru, Elah, and Nam, the son of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jahalalel. Now Elah apparently Kenaz. Okay, let me actually go back. Othniel is related to Caleb. Othniel will end up marrying his daughter as well. We read about that in Joshua. And they are a family. So I guess this Kenaz is the connecting point to the family. Read about that in Judges. Oh my goodness, these cats. Cats are so annoying. Othniel was the first judge. Where is he? Othniel, son of Kenaz. Kenaz was Caleb's younger brother. So yes, Kenaz. So the son of Elah son of... Oh my goodness. So this is not his younger brother, this is his grandson. So he was probably named after him. Oh no, oh no. Just... What are you doing, cat? Okay. The sons of Jehalelel, Ziph, Ziphah, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra. Not the Ezra, but some other guy. Jether, Mered, Epher, and Jalon. One of Mered's wives gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbaal, the father of Eshtemoa. His Judean wife gave birth to Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. These are the children of Pharaoh's daughter, Bilthia, whom Mered had married. So he married a princess of Egypt, not bad. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Nahum, the father of Keilah the Garmite, and Eshtemoa the Machathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Ribnah, Ben-Hanan, and Tilon. The descendants of Ishi, Zoheth, and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah. Oh, that goes way back to Judah now. This is the third of his sons before Tamar. Died, he was evil, put to death. Onan was supposed to have a son in his name, but didn't want to. He emptied his semen out into the ground so that he wouldn't impregnate the woman he was having sex with. The guy didn't like that, so he killed him too. And so that left Shelah, who apparently was a small kid at that time and not ready for marriage yet. Shelah was supposed to get married to Tamar, but Judah ended up not doing that, which is why Tamar had to do what she did to get sons from Judah himself. And so Shelah apparently ended up having a woman and getting married and having sons. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah. The father of, I guess he must have named his firstborn son after his brother apparently. So he did what his brother Onan wouldn't do. He had a son in his older brother's name. The father of Lecah, Lada, the father of Marashah, and the clans of the linen workers at Beth Ashbea, Jocham, the men of Kozabah, and Joash and Seraph, who ruled in Moab, and Jashubai Lecher. And these records are from ancient times. They were the potters who lived at Netanim and Gedera. They stayed there and worked for the king. Oh, this is difficult. Oh, this is a mouthful. Trying to get through. I'm not going to be able to get through the rest of this today. Oh, this is a mouthful. This is wearing me out. I'm going to get through chapter... Actually, you know what? That's a good place to stop right there, honestly. It will get easier. That was a rough section right there. The first half of chapter 4. That was rough. It's easier when you get to the names you recognize from the rest of the Bible. There are these lines that don't really go anywhere, or at least don't really contribute to the narrative of the Old Testament in any significant way. And those are tough. Because, like, who are these people? Why should I care who they were? Those are tough, but we're pretty much done with that. We did the line of Judah, and then we covered the king line. That was pretty easy, and then we covered other lines of Judah that really don't matter. So it's like, oh. But now we're going to get to the rest of the sons of Israel, and even though they don't really matter a lot either, at least this is going to be familiar territory. So we're going to be kind of going through stuff that we already basically know. But man, I can't take any more today. That is enough. I don't know why this is, but it's been kind of a trend lately where I want to do more than I can. Like Daniel, I have it all the time. It's like, oh, I just gotta be done. My throat's getting dry, and my mouth's getting dry, and my throat's getting sore, and this is rough stuff. So we'll finish the genealogies of the First Chronicles next time.